Breeding does are like the backbone of every rabbit farm or every rabbitry, and therefore their health is really crucial for successful breeding and raising of their kids, which is their baby rabbits. So today we're going to discuss about the essential care and tips for doe health. And also we're going to hint a little bit about common illness that affect does. And also we're going to learn about how we can prevent this kind of illness. So what are some of the basic stuff? As you can see, what we are watching here, this rabbit is a good doe. It's probably the best doe we've had since we started our rabbitry. And each time the minimum she litters is 7. That was the minimum. And she's had maximum of 9, which is the best numbers you can have. But it's not just the numbers, it's the ability of the does to look after their kids all the way to maturity to weaning age. And that is where the farmer makes their returns. And as you can see, this doe here, she is so caring. She was howling because she wasn't happy with the way I'm moving her babies. And as you can see, I have to convince her that it's all right. I'm only checking. And I was talking to her to let her know that I'm not going to harm the babies. I'm only going to check them. And she is telling me, she's literally talking to me. This is a doe that is priceless, basically. And therefore, it's very important for us to identify these very good does. And you see, she's right there watching whatever I'm doing to her babies, and she comes straight to welcome her babies. What more do you want in a doe? This is the exact trait that you want. And this is why when you have a farm, you have to observe all your animals. Then we are looking at our purebred doe, our most prolific purebred doe. Her name is Farse, and she is so caring and she's so loving. She litters and looks after her kids successfully. We've had some challenges, but she is a special one. I would say she is probably the second most prolific doe we have in the farm. Well, in case you don't understand what she's doing, she's preparing her nesting box, because she's due to kindle. Kindling means having babies. So she is taking a lot of hay and preparing her nest just before she gives birth. So it's very important for us to create a serene environment, a suitable environment where those feel comfortable and safe. Safety is very important. Therefore, you don't want to keep those where dogs are barking and all that, because rabbits are able to reabsorb their pregnancy. And therefore, during the pregnancy period, she's studying and she's listening, and if she is stressed, she will be able to reabsorb her babies, and you can either have very few babies or sometimes even no babies at all. And therefore, it's very important for us to ensure that we create the environment for them and they will thrive in there. Next thing we want to talk about is the ventilation of whatever space, or we've chosen with a free ventilation. This is very important in a hot country like Ghana or other African countries, we tend to think we need to protect them from the cold. Where is the cold in Africa? There is no cold in Africa, trust me. And therefore, we should think more about ventilation, free flow of air, because the air carries a lot of the problems away in terms of airborne problems. They're not sniffing their wee-wee, and it's, you avoid a lot of problems. So ventilation is very important. We have to rather think about keeping them cool. We have absolutely no problem with the heat, with keeping them warm. We have a problem with keeping them cool. So that's what we should be aware of. We should also be able to give the rabbits very good feed during their pregnancy. It is very important that rabbits, as they get ready to kindle, they have enough body weight and they have enough nutrient to support the breast milk and also support the babies inside them. It's just like human beings, but they don't take supplements, so we give them extra protein and extra special greens if you have, and unlimited hay. Water is also essential. We should give them water at all times so they stay hydrated at all times. So let's talk about some of the problems rabbits face during pregnancy. Well, we are in a farm environment, so we've seen a lot. So I don't want to scare you, but some of them are very worrying. But the long and short of it is rabbits go through exactly what human beings go through or other animals go through. They actually sometimes even lose their life during kindling, just like we have in humans and other animals as well. And therefore, it's very important for us to take care of them and observe them. And if they are able to give birth successfully, we have to monitor their weight, their fur, whether their fur is still healthy. We'll have to check their eyes, their teeth, to make sure that their teeth is not overgrowing. And generally, rabbits develop some problems because their body take a toll during pregnancy and during kindling and during breastfeeding. You got problems like mastitis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Mastitis, which is the inflammation of the mammary glands. That's the breast swells, and sometimes it swells so much that you know that it's going to be sore, and therefore they may feel hot, discolored teeth. So their breast with the tip of their breath is going to be discolored. They will feel feverish and they will feel reluctant to nurse their kids because obviously they are in pain. And therefore, it's very important for us to monitor all these things and try to prevent it. Where to prevent this mastitis or the swelling of the nipples is to keep nesting area clean. We have to keep them clean, provide a healthy diet, and treat early with antibiotics. Not a veterinarian, so I can't advise you on that. Rabbits also suffer from a lot of uterine cancer, and therefore we have to keep an eye on them. Giving birth means they go through a lot, their body goes through a lot, losing a lot, and therefore it's very important for us to even space their birth period. I mean, each farm practice in a different way. This is Rabito Famino bringing you the best quality of information, advice so that you will be profit from your rabbit farming or your rabbit keeping. We're going to leave you here with these beautiful babies, beautiful kids doing all sorts, being mischievous. Look at how beautiful these bunch are. See you in the next video. Rabito Famino.